Bro, when you get outside and you take your shoes off, you touch your put your bare feet on the ground, you take your shirt off, you go out where there's nobody around, just makes you actually feel like a human again. So many things in our modern day world, including what you're watching this on social media, is not even remotely optimized for human health and happiness. Even a lot of the food that we consume is not even remotely optimized for human health and longevity and happiness. So I'm telling you right now that this genuinely, a couple hours a week, if you can, as much as you possibly can, getting outside, barefoot, natural man style, in whatever more remote nature spot that you can find in your area, will drastically improve the quality of your mental health and emotional health and spiritual health if you're spiritual at all, and your physical health as well. There's a lot of benefits to grounding, breathing in the fresh air. I mean, there's so much fresh oxygen out here. Look at all the trees around me and the water. Now, most of the time, wherever you are, I would not recommend to drink the water, but I'm in Utah in the mountains. This is basically ice melt. It's really cold. I've drank a lot of this water and I've always been fine. But it's just getting back to our roots, man. Like humans, we overcomplicate shit so much all the time. Life is really simple. It doesn't have to be difficult. It doesn't have to be hard. Well, life is difficult, but it doesn't have to be complicated. Like, bro, mental health, physical health, emotional health, it's all very simple. For your physical health, eat good foods, exercise, and actually do it. Like, you know, it doesn't matter what exercise routine you're doing, what workout you're doing. That shit does not matter. Just move your body every single day. Sometimes more intensely, sometimes just a walk. Move your body every day, eat good food. Physical health will be in check. Mental health. Spend time in silence. Read. Get off of your phone. Socialize with other people, especially people that you're closer with. You can have deep conversations with. That's really good for your emotional health as well. Like getting off of technology, probably one of the best things for your mental health. And then getting out here in nature. Breathe in the fresh air. That's good for your lungs. It's good for your mind. The sound of the river. I think you can hear it. I'm using this mic and it's on noise canceling mode, but I think you can hear the sound of the river. Bro, I come out here and listen to that for 5 minutes and my mind is way more at peace than I was on the drive up. Even if I'm feeling relatively peaceful, I come out here on my drive back home, my mind is just fresh. It's like pure, clean slate, wiped clean, which that never really happens from anything in society. You know, you got to take the time to meditate, get off of the screen, spend time in silence to get that in society, and nature just offers healing in abundance. Emotional health, really simple as well. Getting out in nature is very important for that. Socializing, very important for that. As a man, you need to have some kind of purpose and direction in your life. But emotional health is almost more so letting go of things, you know? Not holding on to shit from the past, letting go of anxious thoughts in the present, depressive thoughts in the present, being present, literally just practicing presence. And I mean, you come out here, put your phone away, listen to this, and it's almost impossible to not be present. Now, it can be fun to come out with your friends, but I highly implore you guys to, you know, spend a couple of hours of alone time every week, because society just moves so fast and our nervous systems really are overstimulated. I mean, that's a common thing going around on social media now. The girls are like, oh my gosh, you know, I'm so overstimulated, which women are more sensitive in general. So no shade, absolutely no shade to the women, because we love you. But men are overstimulated as well. We're just way better at hiding it, pushing it down, and holding on to it, tensing up. Bro, you're watching this video right now. Is your jaw tense? Are your shoulders at your ears? If you're sitting down or lying down, like, are you curling your toes? Are you clenching any of your hands, your fists? Is your stomach tight? Are you breathing really fast, like in and out of your chest? Slow down. Take a deep breath with me. I see a squirrel running in the distance. He's coming this way. But natural living is the answer. Guys, it's so simple. Now, it's not easy. Very big difference distinguishing between easy and simple. Easy means anybody can do it with no resistance or little resistance. But simple means it is just very straightforward, easy to understand. And as I already described, health, life maxing, if you want to use one of the Gen Z modern terms, life maxing is very simple. You don't need to add more shit into your life. You really need to cut stuff out. Especially up here, mentally. We think about things all day, every day. On to the next goal, the next thing that we want to buy in our consumerist society. But peace, happiness is only found in the present moment. I believe I was talking about this in my last video. But that's the only place you're going to find it. Oh my God, these rocks are slippery. I got to be careful. You're only going to find it in the present moment. As you can tell, I didn't have a plan for this video. I'm just out here vibing, and I just wanted to yap for you guys. I don't know how far this mic will pick up the audio, but it does something to our brains. Now, I know not everybody has access to fresh, clean water source, especially running water like this. I'm very blessed to live here in Utah and have just so much beauty and natural ruggedness up in the mountains. But as much as you can possibly get somewhere remote in nature, ideally by yourself, but it's okay to bring a group as well. Just don't be playing music, bro. Like, leave all that shit behind just for a couple of hours. It is 4:24 right now. I've been up here for about 2 hours now. And I just feel so relaxed, so at peace, and so inspired. That's why I'm making this video. Just another moment of silence, enjoying the sound of the river. Now, by this time, the people with the short attention spans have way clicked off. So if you're still watching this, you're a real one. And if you are still watching this now, I guarantee you that you are going to reach whatever goals you want in your life, especially, the goal of just being a happier, healthier human. I mean, that's the highest goal. Money is great, and you hear this from people that make a shit ton of money, After you get to a certain level, the money doesn't even matter. It doesn't mean anything anymore. And then that's when a lot of people will start to give to charity, or they'll make a new business because it's not about the money. It's about the growth, progressing and growing as a person. Now, money is great. It brings security and freedom, all these things that everybody should have and should want. It's very healthy to want to make a lot of money. But we all intrinsically know that's not, we're not doing it for the money. We're not doing it for the material possessions. And if you are, then, I'm sure you clicked off on this video already because I am here talking to you guys to share a much deeper purpose, a much deeper meaning to life, and a much deeper experience. You know, so many people go through life running through all the motions, especially nowadays with how fast paced society is. You know, it's just rat race mentality. Even entrepreneurs, it's just rat race, you know, hustle your fucking life away. And if that makes you happy, a little voice crack, if that makes you happy, then great, you know? But for me, and what I believe is more important in our society right now for just about 100% of people is finding peace within ourselves. And that can for sure come through a business, especially, you know, a more purposeful business like what I'm growing. But even more than that, it comes through self-knowledge. It comes through connection to nature, connection to some higher power, whether you believe in God, whether you believe in the universe, it doesn't matter what you call it, but connection to something greater than ourselves. And healing through our trauma, bro. Like, all of you guys know that are watching this video still, you know, there's been so much generational shit passed down. Decades, centuries, thousands of years has been passed down. I think we're in the middle of like a beginning of an awakening. I mean, you probably can tell on social media, more and more people talking about trauma, you know, self-love, self-acceptance, all that kind of stuff, meditation. It's great. And I think that's the most important thing, because I believe, I'm sure you know what I'm about to say. A lot of this older generation, these people, they are super stubborn. They don't want to change, and we can't make people change. You know what I mean? So the way to change the world is to change ourselves first and foremost. And then if you plan on having kids, which I hope you do, with a healthy partner, then healing our trauma. I don't know why I'm not a huge fan of this whole like regulating our nervous system, even though that's really valid. I feel like it's just a term that's overused, or a phrase that's overused. But just calming ourselves, letting go of so much stress and anxiety and tension held in the body from the emotions that we carry and the past that we carry. Healing through as much of that as we possibly can before we have kids, and while we have kids as well. If you already have kids, you know, you didn't do anything wrong. But I believe that the key to world peace that everybody wants, not that that's necessarily attainable, it's a great ideal to strive for, always, but I believe the key to world peace lies within the younger generation, the kids. And the key to the kids lies with us. You know, we have to be a good model. And so I think that was a long enough yap. If you're watching this and it's not in the middle of the night, turn your phone off, turn your computer off, go touch some fucking grass at the very least. If you can, take your shoes off, go outside, get in some water. Water is great. Being around a body of water makes us feel safe. Because, you know, remember our ancestors, you know, hundreds, thousands of years ago, when they came across a body of water, nervous system immediately just relaxes because, like, oh my gosh, at least I don't have to worry about where am I going to get fresh water to survive. And the thing is, we still have that primal nervous system within us, even though it seems like we've evolved so much. Mentally, our prefrontal cortex, I believe that's what they call it in scientific terms, but our cognitive abilities that separates us from the animal kingdom has developed very, very rapidly in the past, 100, 200, 300 years, with all the technology especially. And now it's almost having an adverse effect with all the short form content and bullshit slop. But We still have our reptilian brain, our primal brain, which is our nervous system, which controls a vast majority of our internal world. Not our thoughts per se. Those are directly connected. I've made videos on that. I'm not going to go into it now. But our primal nervous system is still very much in control of a lot of things in our lives. And so, yes, we've evolved cognitively, intelligently, very rapidly in the last 100 years, 200 years. But our primal nervous system is still the same as it was thousands of years ago. That evolves a lot slower because that's our survival nervous system. The survival part of our brain, of our body, of our mind. And that is one of the most important parts of healing, is paying more attention to that part. Now, the great thing is we get to use our cognitive abilities, our intelligence, to help heal that part of ourselves. But that really should be our main focus. That's my belief, my opinion. Outside of living a fulfilling life, having healthy relationships, enjoying yourself. I see some squirrels playing, being like little children again. Like the Bible says, you will not enter the kingdom of heaven unless you become again like little children. Now, the kingdom of heaven is just a state of mind. Hell, heaven are just states of mind. And most of the world exists most of the time in a state of hell mentally nowadays. So becoming again like little children, which is being present, it does involve, like I was talking about, working with our primal nervous system to make our bodies, our minds feel safe. Because you can tell yourself, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe, I'm safe. But, if you're stressed out, if your body feels like it's in survival, you got to work with the mind and body. The mind-body connection is super important. That's why meditation, breath work, grounding out here in nature, like I've been talking about, is so, so, so important. So important. So I think that's all I'm going to yap on. Get a little bit of water. My throat was a little dry after that yap. And the rocks are a little slippery. But thank you for watching. And go touch some grass. And I'll see you on the next video.